Yo, Joey, what's up? How's it going? Take my point. Sure. At your tax for joining the stream. Let me know if you can hear me okay. It should be fine. I don't know why, but everything just sounds so much louder for me. Anyways, new game. Who dis? It's Wondrous 4. Came out, what, 9 months ago, I think? So it's like a Steam baby now? Or, wait, what? Anyways, so this is the age we've been wondering of? Well, it's the fourth one. This is the fourth one we've been wondering about. Yep. We're always wondering what age. Now we're on number 4. We're still wondering. Still wondering. So I have like all of the DLC. Which is probably a interesting decision, considering I've never played this game. You know, I did create a faction just for fun. Just for fun. Because you can do that in this game. You can literally create your own faction. Because what I understand this game is it's like it's like an RP role-playing game and like a 4X Civ game. So you can have like, these are like the built-in, you know, characters, or I should say factions. They all come with their own champions and race stuff and other things that I have no idea, but you know, and there's a dragon. Yep, there's dragons. Wait, don't forget the ice one. There's a ice dragon. Yep. You said the lizard, or the salamanders. Excuse me. These are the ooh, the winter is coming. Ooh. And this is Florida. This is the Floridian faction. That's fun. As far as like, you know, the DLC is concerned, you also have these Angry Birds and I don't know. Her name is Larissa. So I guess she is some sort of a magical person. Anyways, I created my own faction just for funsies, just to kind of learn the ideas of what it's like to create a faction, or like the ins and the factions. And I just went ahead and based my faction off of ancient Egypt, where we have Pharaoh Renepke-Peru. Obviously, you can say that again. Where their race are felines. Duh. They are light-footed, which allows them to position themselves between their own units. They can recuperate faster, so they can regenerate hit points per turn on the world map. And the desert adaptation, which allows them to walk on sand faster. Build farms on sand, start in a desert, and unlock the Scorched Land spell, which basically just turns tiles into desert. Industrious, which just means that structures that we build produce more production. We also get bolstering, which I think is like the more we get hit, the more defense that we build up. And then scout prospecting, which is like basically being able to go on cliffs, mountains, or something called stalagmites, because I think there's like 2 worlds in every map. There's like a overworld and then an underworld. So I think there's a stalagmite, and they can use this prospecting to be able to create a province, which will allow them to create production or gold on a cliff, mountain, or stalagmite with a scout. They are also start with these. I did not get to choose. They start with a hammer, wooden shield, helmet, air mount, vigor. And last but not least, they start with the Tome of Zeal. Tome of Zeal is like, in terms of like a Civ game, it's basically your technology. So in this game, it's referred to as knowledge or research. Knowledge. You use knowledge for research, and your research is tomes. Tomes each have like a set amount of things in them. I don't know. Some of them are spells. Some of them are buildings. Some of them are units. In this case, I start with a unit enchantment, which is Zeal, which is basically makes do additional spirit damage. Condemnation, which makes condemned enemies can take additional spirit damage. There's a Zealot one for the unit. Inspiring Enchant, which just increases morale. And Fanatical Workforce, which is a spell that you can do on a city to produce more income than food. I hope I haven't lost you yet, because I already have. The one thing that did kind of draw me into this was the kind of hype around it in terms of 4X games, because I would say that I like 4X games. I have quite a few 4X games. I wouldn't say I have any. I've been playing 4X games for a long time, but I played Civ 6. I have all of the DLC for that. I've even played, what is that? The Dune Spice Wars game, which is technically a real-time strategy 4X game, which is a very interesting concept. It's not turn-based per se, unless you're doing like, I mean, even still, it's like there's like a domination something or whatever, and it's not turn-based, but the domination part is where you have to pick which territory you want to take over and focus on at the time. But anyways, then I've had Humankind, which I don't think there's any DLC out for that. Oh wait, no, there is, of course. Yeah, so I have the DLC out for that. And this is the first time I've gotten this, and apparently it's, unlike the other games, it's a lot less focused on real life, like civilizations or people or wonders, or really just Earth in general. And apparently this is like a fantasy sort of create your own path to victory. I did watch a playthrough of one person playing this game on a path. Hey, gamer girl, how are you doing? Hopefully you are prepared for this mind-blowing game. Apparently it's referred to as one of the best 4X games out there right now. So I'm gonna go with it. I hope you're doing good, gamer girl. Also, there's this thing called the continual. Well, I renamed it. Excuse me. It's called the Pantheon. I just renamed it the Continual Archive, just for funsies. But basically, it's a prestige. So, unlike other games where you just kind of play, you know, matches where you're like, oh, I'm getting a victory in domination where I kill all the people, or research, or exploration, or whatever, and you just keep doing that over and over and over again. There's actually a point to doing it, to replayability, and that's unlocking these Pantheon rewards, which allows for these particular things to show up in the game, from what I understand. So I think the ads are gone, so I don't know if you heard me, gamer girl, but I hope you're doing well. I don't know if the ads tried to take you down. Some of these are just like icons, others are cosmetics. These ones are more like realms, sort of like pre-made realms that you can unlock. There's also these items that your heroes can wear and take. It's kind of crazy. Like, you have these heroes in the game and they have like a whole inventory system. It's like it's complex, but from what I watched for a full playthrough of the game, the one I watched was on brutal difficulty, so they had the worst starting conditions with the default number of civilizations, and they just chose, like, I don't know if it was a custom civilization or if it was a pre-made one, but they beat the game in domination victory. So it's just like keeping an idea of like how the game is played in general. But yeah, these are all like weapons and stuff that will spawn in the game, if I understand it correctly, that you'll be able to get. And so far, since as you can see I haven't played the game, I don't have any sort of quote-unquote experience. I don't even know what ascended leaders are. I don't even know what that is.
Welcome to Mage
Oh.
Haven.
Yes. But we're gonna go ahead and play this faction that I created. And kind of, because from what the tutorial recommended was not to focus when you're creating a new faction. It told me not to focus on the numbers of things, like, oh, this plus that and 15%, and oh, plus this per turn and this many turns for that, but just kind of create a faction just based off of, like, you know, a role play, you know, sort of like a RPG, you know, kind of just create a faction that's enjoyable and fun, like based off of their personalities and just their overall appearances. Nothing too, you know, concrete, and just experiment, you know, with the game. Yo, what's up, Beckham? So I decided to go with the feline race to be sort of these, be sort of like this alternate universe of ancient Egyptians. Obviously, rightly named as the Wondrous Saharians. I had a bazillion different race names to give them, and honestly, that was the best one that, well, I wouldn't say that was the best one I can come up with. It's just that when it comes to like the library and stuff, it names them as like what they are, right? And what they do. It kind of gives you an idea of the kind of people that they are. So I was doing something way too fancy. Like I was trying to figure out like okay, what like represents order and materium, which is like the affinities in the game, which is what they have like as their thing, affinities here. So we have materium and order. I was like, okay, now there's like cats involved and like ancient Egypt, and you can't hear anything. Hold on, it could be the music. The music might be too loud. Is the music too loud? I feel like, I mean, it's always loud for me, so it's hard to determine. But you let me know. But anyways, I was trying to like be like way too fancy with it. It's like, oh yeah, let's like give them an Egyptian name for their race. No, it's like, and then I'm like, I can't even pronounce that. Okay, it's not okay. Good. So I was just like, okay, well, let's just simplify it way more. Okay, so they're the ancient Egyptians. They're on the desert. They're cats. They're focused on building ancient wonders, and they're basically like builders who are really highly defensive in combat. So the best thing I could come up with in terms of simplifying it is Wondrous Saharians, which, you know, as far as a quick look see, you would like, oh, okay, that's the faction I just made. But I kept the pharaoh's name. This is Pharaoh Ranakeperu. Yeah, yep. Something's going on with your speakers then? Oh no, I'm going to get an egg. Okay, like a hard-boiled egg, or like a Kinder egg, or like a raw egg. Okay, Gaston, 5 dozen eggs. Look at you. Anyways, Japanese. Here I go. Talk. Let's what's it again? I have to go back here. New game.
Choose your destination.
Oh, I forgot about this. Okay. So I did it. You can also custom create a realm, but I'm not gonna do all that mess. I don't know if I want to mess with that. I mean, I'll click on it, but I don't know what it'll do. Customize realm. Oh. Okay. We'll deal with that later. That seems like it's gonna take way too long. Hi, Echo. Hello. So let's see here. We have quite a few official realms here that were given to us. We have a beginner scenario, initiation realm. It's the returning wizard kings first preyed on small, bountiful, and harmonic realms to hone their skills. Will you be a protector or invader of this beautiful domain? Harmonious lands. This realm is more peaceful, but still not without danger. High-tier infestation spawners are absent. Okay. An infestation spawner is a location that causes an infestation to take place. Oh my gosh. Infestations, as Sparrow says, indicated certain state in each estate will take several turns. It'll either be in a deep sleep, then sleeping, then awakening. Then it'll become active. Then they have patrolling. Will patrol its domain. Invasion. A raiding party will emerge. Covering the infestation will reinforce its patrolling. Oh my goodness. This looks like Power World. Well, I guess I could see that. I mean, this definitely looks like Power World. Yeah. What about here? Valley of Wonders. What's so special about this? So we have ancient ruins, found new cities, crystalline abundance, mana resource nodes or pickups are abundant, uninhabited underground. The underground is smaller. Each empire starts above ground, regardless of adaptation traits. Interesting. Masters of the Past, which looks like it's more jungle-based. We have Seals of Power, which is a tier 2 realm. Oh my. The Ashen War. Oh jeez. Greenshire, which sounds a lot like something Disdain for evil. All empires gain grievances against empires with evil alignment. Endless fields. Astral deserts. Ew, this sounds perfect for us. A realm that long ago is most of its water, plagued by sandstorms yet blessed with plentiful mana-retaining crystals. As barren oceans, consists of several dimensions separated by oceans and uninhabitable deserts. Each empire shares a landmass with all surface combat in these provinces are affected by sandstorms. All units of 50% chance for suffering blind. Oh jeez. Crystalline abundance, magic origins. Magic origins. This unit was summoned or comes from astral influence on this realm makes creatures of magic origin usually common. In desert realm. Desert provinces are common. Arctic highlands, temperatures, and desolate provinces are absent. Forest provinces features are rare. Wetland province features are absent. I think we're gonna do crystallized sands. I really likes the game for the fact it has guns. Yeah, that's kind of a crazy game, is it not? The fact that Pal World just has guns. Like, you use your like pals to fight other pals, and then you just suddenly pull out a gun to help them out. Like, it's just. It's a bit of a whiplash game, you know. Kind of makes you do a double take. But I think we're gonna do the crystallized sands. That sounds kind of cool. Do that one. Oh, I can't customize this realm even if I don't like it. I'm just gonna keep a medium map. Player 7 sounds like a lot. I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna keep it. No, wait. Actually, I feel like I wanna lower it to like 5, because that includes me, I think, right? Difficulty. What's normal? I don't know. Yeah. Turn system, classic turns. Everyone plays their turn in the order of the ruler's list. Once the last ruler has ended their turn, the next round will start with the first ruler. Or simultaneous turns. Everyone plays their turn at the same time. Once each ruler has ended their turn, the next round will start. I see. I think for now we'll start with classic turns because I think that's... Well, I don't know. I don't know if I've ever played classic turns. Those in terms of the ruler. Interesting, a ruler list. Advanced settings. I think I want to check this out. Okay, so I want to be able to disable custom rulers for right now, because this is something I saw in their playthrough that I watched. It basically allows other factions to create their own rulers, like custom rulers. So let's not do that. Yes, here we go. Procedure generated. No handicap is fine. Normal is fine. Game flow, turn timer. Turn timer is interesting. World threat. Okay. Combat versus AI. Okay, I think this has been good.
Your journey starts here.
What just happened? What did I just... Oh, choosing my faction. Okay. What's this? Oh, okay. I just turned that off. Total visuals. Oh, okay, I'll leave it like that. Confirm.
Your journey
And we'll
starts here.
choose our faction we created and head into the game. Now, just a warning, a heads up right now, there is no way that we're going to be able to get anywhere close to an ending at the end of this, stream tonight. Because this guy who played it, even though he like talked about stuff, while he was playing it to kind of discuss how the game ran, he easily went over like quite a few hours. He even had to skip like time on like boring stuff that you had to just do every turn. It's a bit of a micromanaging game, but it's not difficult. It's just time consuming. So here we go. This is a bit of a, is this a tower defense? The best way to describe it is it's a 4X role-playing game. That's what I was told. That's what it's kind of been read out to me as. And if you're not familiar with what 4X means, it's basically like a civ game, a game where you have a civilization that you take care of, expanding your reach and becoming victory in a particular game through multiple means. Now, I'm not really sure what all the victories are in this game. I know that there is a domination victory, and I think there's one that's called an exploration victory, but I'm not too sure about that one that is. But this is just a bit of a recap as to who we are. We are a pharaoh, we're in a Kepa room. Probably sounds better in Egyptian than how I'm saying it. New ruler emergence. Explore your surroundings, expand your domain, prepare to face your rivals and become the master of this realm. Your choices will shape the age's wonders. So this is the tome that we start with. I think this is automatically unlocked for us, so we have everything that's in here. This is basically like free research that we just automatically get. We notice the Wondrous Saharians. We are feline, we are industrious. Light-footed, fast recuperation, desert adaptation. We're also great builders, which allows our cores to yield additional gold, and special province and purchases cost 50% less production, aka less time to build. Also, our city, capital city, already starts with its own workshop and stone walls, as you can see, stone walls. I don't know where the workshop is. I think that might be it. I don't know. Somewhere around here. Maybe it's like an interior thing that we don't see. And last but not least, Wondrous Architects. So when we do find ancient wonders in the game, normally you have to wait for your city to expand a population, so increase in population to be able to expand. But because we're wonder architects, we do not require a population in order to take over a ancient wonder. We also gain extra production per annexed ancient wonder. And our starting bonus is we get one nearby ancient wonder cleared, which I guess we will see here in just a second. Oh, this is also a starting magic. So we're allowed to summon a zealot and do bolster enchant. And these we won't want to worry about until we're actually in combat. Yes. Oh, she actually says, "Oh, Pharaoh." Oh, that's kind of interesting. Allow me to lend some aid, O Pharaoh. During play, messages like this will provide advice on how to achieve victory in this realm. Some of these will trigger objectives for your growing empire. Click the button on the bottom right to open additional advice. Want to reread any advice, you can open the advice list during the same menu by pressing the button. You can disable and reset these messages in the Zen menu. Got it.
Take some time to look around and familiarize yourself
Wazda.
with your new surroundings.
Yes. Oh, left click. Move around. R to reset your rotation.
You can take a closer look at the land by zooming in. Or
Zooming
get
in.
a better overview of the world by zooming out. Zoom
Oh.
out far enough to reach the overview map.
Here we go.
You have reached the overview map. As you explore the world, you will have many threats and opportunities to consider.
Okay.
Use this to inform your strategies.
Oh, yes. Zooming in will get you back to regular view. So yeah, this is I would say overview. This I would say is more strategic view. This gives you like quick look sort of tooltips, like, oh, there's a mana node, which gives you just mana when you annex it, or mana stash. However, I think doing this, yeah, there's a guard on there, so there's a thing for that, gold vein, curse keep, which is, this is an example of an ancient wonder. So because of our civilization with the Wondrous architects, we automatically get a wonder spawned near us and have it captured already. So we're already getting increased fortification health per quarry in the city domain, which we actually don't have a quarry yet. We can also use this to have units be deployed from here. It adds a brewer ogre, which I don't know what the heck that is. It's a unit. Okay. They can drink. Frigid belch, which does frost damage. Okay. A 90% chance of looking frozen, which cannot move or attack. That's funny. My home is haunted. I went downstairs. The stairwell lights went on. Sorry about the spelling errors. Bye. Oh, okay. Well, be careful. Call a priest. Maybe a butcher ogre, which has a butcher's cut, which chances scale with its missing health. So it has the ability to instantly kill an enemy, and whenever it uses this ability, it also heals for 15 temporary health. Okay. The structure can only be entered and fought in by one army led by a hero, which we don't have to worry about that out. So that's fine. Here it says, the ruins of a massive stronghold dating back to an age when the first civilizations made a stand against rampant gargantuan monsters and magical storms. Okay. Although battered, its weathered walls still offer a degree of protection to those within, as well as those nearby during time of strife. I see. Okay. And it's a bronze ancient wonder, which isn't really the best, but it's pretty good. So you'll notice there will be a lot of things that refer things to bronze, silver, or gold. And there's also things can be referred to as different tiers. Tier 1 being the lowest tier, Tier 5 being the highest tier, I think. And there's going to be different like other levels when it comes to units too. It's the whole thing. But all we really need to worry about right now is that having this gives us extra Imperium, which is basically... how to put this? Basically, from what I understand, it is like the most important thing in this game. One of the most important things, if not the most important thing in the game. It's what allows us to develop our empire. It's like this huge like tree of stuff just to unlock stuff. So it's pretty good that we already have that already. We're also gaining 20 knowledge from that in addition to. And we are getting a -5 stability. I think that's to whatever city is annexed it, which I guess is our capital. Keystone.
You have selected one of your cities. Cities are central to your economy and allow you to build more units for your armies.
So food, draft. Food is pretty obvious. Food, the more food you have, the more population you get, which also increases a bunch of other things. Draft is basically how quickly you recruit units. Production is how quickly you build structures. And then everything else is just stuff that you be spending almost all the time. Like these three here are basically like the three currencies in the game. Gold, obviously, for like trading or buying units. Mana for casting spells. And Imperium for upgrading your empire. Knowledge is not something that necessarily is anything to trade with, I don't think. But it's exclusively used for your technology.
Locations and province improvements
Yes.
located in a city's domain will provide
yes.
you with income. Structures can be built to improve your city.
Yes, and I believe that this is an example of a province improvement. So as you could probably, I don't know, can you even see? Maybe I should remove the hex grids, because I thought it would be easier if I had it on, but honestly, maybe not. There we go. You know, let me also turn on all. There we go. That way you can see sort of like how big the provinces are. Now these provinces are very similar to the irregular shaped sort of territories that are in like Humankind. Other Civ games are normally hex tiles. Like for example, as you can see, this is a hexagon, aka hex tile. But this game doesn't work like that. It's gonna go all weird shape for everything. That being said, these are provinces here, and these little things here are province improvements. And each one, for example, like a farm, is also known as a structure, forester, quarry. Now it's recommending us to select the hammer button, which I'm not really sure where. Oh, there it is. On the right side of the city panel, choose a structure to build. Suggestion: build a storehouse or a workshop. Can I even do that? Oh yes, this is for the inner city structures. Excuse me. So this will be able. These are structures that I can build within the domain that I own. So they recommend for me to build a what again? Storehouse or workshop? I don't think I can build either of those right now. What are we working on right now? We're just generating extra food, which we're converting our draft to food. So basically this is sort of like lowering how... This is basically like, we're not focused on the military, creating our military now. We're focused on feeding our people. Same thing as this one. We're not focused on building. We're just focused on selling goods. I'm not gonna lie though, I have a feeling that we're gonna be struggling a little bit on mana. So I feel like I'm gonna go ahead and start building a shrine, which allows us to build a mana obelisk, which will allow us to give an extra... Well, I should say the shrine unlocks the mana obelisk, but the shrine itself will give us additional mana income. It's going to cost us 130 production and 60 gold for 4 turns. However, we can boost this by building a quarry, but we need to grow our population, which that won't be done for another 3 turns. And by then we'll only have 1 turn left for the shrine to be built. Let's see here. But I think we're gonna go ahead and, you know what? What are we really low on actually? To village. Morale is pretty good, or stability, excuse me. What does this say here? Vendor. Library. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna focus on stonemason. That'll give us extra production, which allows us to build things a bit bigger. It's gonna cost us 100 gold instead of the 60. It's gonna take a little bit more per turn. We might be able to build 2 farms within that time. Maybe not. And maybe at least 1. So we're not going to be focusing on making a lot of money right now, but we're going to be focusing on
units cost upkeep every turn. So keep an eye on your income to ensure you can pay for your units.
Yes, this is our upkeep right now. It's currently 36 gold. Right now I don't think we have any magical creatures, so we're not taking on any upkeep of our mana. We also have a few things up here, like Binding Essence, which I have no idea what that is. Whispering Stones. Whispering Stones are basically stuff you use to make people like you more. It's sort of like propaganda. And by that I mean you put a Whispering Stone inside a free city, and over time they'll grow to like you more. And eventually, if they like you enough, you have a couple options between integrating them into your faction or treating them as a vassal, which they give you the rewards in return. And there does seem to be a lot of benefits with vassalizing. Of course, there's a difference. There's a downside with vassalizing. You know, some other civilizations may not like vassalization, or some other civilizations might be vassalizing the same free city, and if you do it before them, it might cause grievances, which allows them to have a little bit of a one-up on you when it comes to creating a justified war against you. And justified wars are basically wars that are enacted based off of certain actions that other players do in the game. That would be considered justified depending on the faction that you're playing. So I think the one thing I didn't talk about, which I don't know if that'll show me in here, advice. Oh,
You have selected an army.
army.
Your armies can move a little.
Yes.
You are about to
Oh my
begin.
gosh. Right. Yep. I was gonna see if it actually shows his personality somewhere. It's the end turn button. Okay. Alright, so this basically is like stuff that we need to do right here, and it'll kind of like lower itself down in order of importance. But right now I guess I thought I was going to be able to give us an idea of this person. Okay, never mind. Alright, so our options right now, or I should say our missions, quests, so to speak, is to recruit a scout and to discover a friendly free city. So by doing so, we can select our city here, go to the units, and click on... I think that's a pioneer. That's our scout unit, yeah. So they have about a far sight, which allows them to have an extra vision range. That's a part of our abilities that we have. So I'm going to go ahead and start that right now. In fact, I think we'll go ahead and do 2 to have them queued up. Now, as you can see, queuing up something, even though it's not been done yet, does cost money already. So just because you queue up something doesn't mean you don't spend the money for it. So keep in mind when doing that. It's starting to sound like a tutorial too. But then again, saying it out loud to myself helps me learn. I don't know if anyone else is like that, but that's definitely for me. I'm gonna change the name of the city. We're gonna call it oh gosh, something that has to do with ancient Egypt, but also has nothing to do with ancient Egypt because we don't want to be like that close. Just like sort of like a alternate reality. I'm gonna see if I can ask. Let's see what's gonna be right. Oh. Mm-hmm. Oh, I like that one. This is, it's not too far off. Kemetara, which is actually very unique. Kemet, or Kemet, I think is how it's actually pronounced. Kemet, which means the Black Land. It's referring to the fertile Nile riverbanks. And then Ara, which is evokes a sense of ancient mystery and grandeur. This Kemetara captures the essence of ancient Egypt while offering a slightly different perspective in an alternate reality. And that number, or that what looks like an eye, is a number. It represents our population. So it'll go up. I think it does it in, yeah, just regular numbers. So that's like a 1. And then if there's 2, it'll just say 2. It won't say Roman numeral 2. But there are certain things in here that use Roman numerals, but that's in terms of unit tiers. We don't focus on that just yet. Although we can look at our hero. It's not our hero. Hero is in here. Or I should say, if you dip down here, you have a tier 2 recruit. I think there's like more efficiency when it comes to higher tiers. So like it's, for example, like a tier 1 version of this support unit would probably be more expensive, especially if there were 2 of them. And then this just shows you the ranks. So right now they're recruit, which is basically gain 6 health per rank. When they become elite, they gain elite metal resistance, which I think just allows them to have better resistance to all different types of attacks. And then the last and final one is known as Legend. It takes a while just to get up there. Use your attacks, steel blast, strength from steel, grant defense. I didn't realize we already had a scout out here, but we're gonna go ahead and have them explore. And we're gonna have our army make our way to, let's see here. This is a low risk battle, safe battle. This here, and this here. Risky battle, it says. That one is also a risky battle. Small monster den. So this has got to go. This is a monster den. It's only a bronze infestation spotter, but it's still an infestation. And over time, it will get worse and worse. It will expand. They will send out more and more armies that will get stronger over time. So the sooner they get taken over, the better. The good thing about this game that's different than other games, well, in terms of 4X games, is the world map is a lot more unique in terms of LOS, line of sight. So even if my character, or I should say my army in this case, stands right next to this army, as far as if I'm understanding right, they won't initiate an attack. They have to basically be on top of them, or at least be initiating a movement towards this tile. So if I wanted to fight them, I would go on the tile here. But I could literally just walk around them and these people won't get aggroed. Mostly because this particular unit, the Marauder Guard, is guarding this gold mine here. So they're not going to move that spot anyways. So moving our units over to here won't have this guy be like, oh, I see you over here, I'm going to move over here and attack you. No. That's not what can happen here. This one's also defending a, what looks to be probably like some sort of a food bush. Maybe some tomatoes or something. I don't know. We're going to have them move this direction here.
You have encountered a resource node. They provide additional yield to the province they are located in.
So this is a safe battle. We know that. This will, this kind of gives you an idea about how the battle tides are going to go. Orange representing our military strength versus red. And it's obviously determining how safe it is in regards to how powerful we are in our military strength. Now there are two options you can do when it comes to attacking, and we will do that
Nodes
when we do
are
that.
often occupied by marauders.
Yes, yes, yes.
To claim the node and its benefits, these guards will need to be removed first.
Yep. So these two are perfect examples of guards, and there's marauders for their own. So I had to destroy this sort of flame dog thing. I think I can click on it and it'll tell me what it is, right? Yeah. These are Inferno Hounds. They do fire damage and physical damage. We have a Gremlin, which does the same. They're tier 2 recruits. There are, let's see, just 2 of them, actually. This is a Pack Hunter. Melee attacks deal 20% per friendly adjacent unit with Pack Hunter, which this one does not have it. Sustaining damage is unit teleports to a random location within 2 hexes. That's kind of crazy. That's kind of strange.
An infestation is close
Yes.
by.
Mm-hmm.
Invading armies will be sent from its spawner location to your lands if left unchecked for too long. Destroying them, however,
No, we
might
got
prove
this. We
challenging.
got this. It's currently in a deep sleep, and it will become active in 9 turns. So right now, even though we're going to attack it right now, it's not actually a threat. For another 9+ turns. I'm not exactly sure what the modifiers are in terms of decreasing the infestation, or if there's like or if it has anything to do with maybe the bronze, silver, or gold status. But either way, this infestation or small monster den we can destroy just by destroying the army on top. And I think having them in a deep sleep is a good thing. But we will see. We will see. That being said, I think, make sure they are set to auto. Yep, they are. In fact, I want you to go here to just collect this mana crystals that are just sitting right here. And then go ahead and make your way back to auto exploring, because I don't think there's quite anything else around us that you could just quick grab right now. So we're gonna go ahead and set our arcane research.
Enables you to learn new spells and acquire new units.
Yes.
The culture and tome you have chosen for your faction determine the initial skills you can unlock through arcane research.
Yes, yes, yes. So we've already started with this tome here, which it looks like we do not get automatically. But it is the first tome that we get to select and choose from, so that's cool, I guess. Condemnation seems pretty cool. Especially since it works well with other things. I think right now we have the ability to spend 20 mana to shuffle the research. And I don't think it... Oh, it does. It does cost mana to lock in. So what locking in does is it allows us to have it be the next research to choose from if we're trying to do something in order. I think we're going to go ahead and research this first. But I don't know if there's anything we want to have next. You know, we'll lock in this one. So that's going to be 20. So it takes us from 91 to 71. And then we're going to research condemnation. And now we can end our turn. It looks like we've just now possibly... Maybe? No, never mind. I thought we discovered somebody, but we didn't. Alright, this looks like these guys require orders, and we're going to go ahead and go on the attack here.
You're about to enter combat. Inspect all participants and their combined strength before deciding if you want to fight manually or have your army automatically fight the battle.
So this is definitely a feature that I really, really, really like. And I'm not talking about just auto combat, right? If you want to auto combat, you can, just like this. And as you can see, I didn't lose anybody. They lost all of their units, and we lost no units. We did take a significant amount of health on some of our units. They did get what these little bouncing medals here mean is they got ranked up, so they're now soldiers instead of recruits. However, if we didn't like the results, we can hit retry, which allows us to go into a physical fight to allow us to take over, take control of our units in the battlefield. In this case, we're going to watch the replay just to see exactly what they did. Let me see if I can do it in a slowly. This is the replay here. Those infernal hounds end up moving in the center there. Gremlins. Okay, they bolster the defense and strengthen, so they're buffing the hero, and then they go in with archers. Okay. Does a huge damage physical. They did resist burn, which is good. Okay. Alright. Okay. Now they're in burning mode. Okay, they healed themselves. Taking more damage from burning though. Killed that unit. Did the shield wall, which I think is one of our abilities there. Oh, okay. That is crazy. Whatever that attack was insane. Okay, increases their strength 4 times. They got flanked. Go back defense. They definitely took unnecessary damage there. Looks like they're trying to retreat though, which is kind of interesting. They could have easily gotten healed by the support. And then these guys come out, I bet they finish him off. Yeah. That's sort of like a replay version of how things go. The good news is I'm not too worried about how low their health is, because not only do they have bonus to their to healing, but also they're so close to home, so I'm not too worried about it. At least this early on, it wasn't a very difficult fight. So those gremlins though, what was that? Behind soul maybe? Must have been something. Melee strike? Was it the melee strike? Displacement? No. Something. Anyway, I'm gonna close this out here.
You have managed to defeat your first infestation.
Nice.
Infestations are often found in valuable settlement locations. The next step in the expansion of your empire could be to construct an outpost.
Smart idea. So we get a lot of food for that, which just goes to our empire. I'm not exactly sure how it divvies out if there's more than one city, but in this case we just have the one city, so it's going to go straight to our capital and helping our city gain population. Here we also gain some loot here that we can equip on our hero if we so desire. It's called the Lightning Spear. It allows us to grant first strike. So when attacked, the unit with the first strike will use a retaliation attack to attack first. It does 9 physical, 9 lightning damage. Let's see here. It strikes target enemy unit. Okay. If it's a cavalry slayer, it does 40% damage to cavalry units. If it's a giant, it does 40% damage to large targets. And it also has a chain strike ability, which deals 30% of the damage to another enemy within 2 hexes. That's pretty good. I don't see why we shouldn't. Oh, I see. Okay. Disable slots a secondary and disables their mount. I think they are on a mount, actually. The thing about mounts is that it allows them to travel faster on what's called the world map. So this is what we're looking at here, is the world map. It allows them to travel faster on this terrain. So it's rather difficult to figure out which one to do that. Let's see, where is our hero? Here we go. Let's inspect them.
You have selected a hero. Heroes lead your armies around the world. Only they have the authority to explore ancient wonders, construct outposts, or start a siege.
Okay, that's where the shield wall came from. So this unit extends its turn and goes into defensive mode, extends its zone of control to all adjacent hexes, which gives anybody within the radius an extra defense, which basically just reduces their physical damage, and resistance, which reduces non-physical damage or magical damage, and prevents them from being flanked. Then all other units adjacent and friendly will also gain 3 defense, which is pretty good. Yes. Level up heroes. I don't even know what is... Okay, so this is the lightning spear that they're referring to. I don't even know if I want to even give that to them. It's good, but at the same time, it does disable their mount. So that's something. Hold Alt to compare is interesting. Oh, okay. Yep. I mean, it does more stuff. So it's really tough. Disenchant is a new one. Aha, that's what that is. Binding Essence. Probably has something to do with... I'm assuming that's how much it costs. Where is the... Should be... There we go. There it is. Right. Oops. Right here. are hero skills. So we can't give them a skill until they level up. Level 4, these are known as signature skills. So these are separate from other skills. So you have your warfare skills, battle magic, support 1, and learned skills. But once they become to level 4, they have more signature skills. In this case, they haven't quite leveled up yet. They have about something left. It should say somewhere. They need 1 more experience to level up. So 1 more fight should do it for them. When it comes to the other army, though, what in the world? Is it lagging? There we go. They just kind of gain their extra health from leveling up. So that's sort of their extra little bonus that they get. As you can see, now he's a soldier, which just gives him a little extra health. Let's see about these guys over here. So this one is a bit risky. What is this over here? A resource node. So we can annex it by either building an outpost, which we probably should. It's just a little bit outside our range, though. Well, most of these things are anyways. But I'm going to have them move just in this direction here. Just checking our scout here, see if they've kind of unlocked anything. I don't think they've seen anything just yet. I've heard of fog reading, which allows you to sort of zoom in this direction where you can kind of see structures in the fog. So this is a watchtower. From what I understand, watchtowers, when your scout walks over into a watchtower, it unlocks vision in a large area around it. So we could have them head in that direction. This, I have no idea what that is. It could just be a part of the scene, but who knows? Who knows? Not seeing a whole lot of unique buildings just yet. Just a bunch of trees. This might be something here. I think that's another wonder right here. For right now, though, I'm going to actually select them again. And just make sure there's no nearby watchtower. That's definitely got to be something, surely, right? What's that? Something right there. There is a watchtower over here. I don't know what's closer, though. This one? Oh, yeah, that one's definitely farther away. This one. There's also something here, too. That's hiding. Yeah, I think we'll just head in this direction. I don't even know if it'll, like, even let us... there we go. Yeah, so we have to, we're only able to move out as far as this goes here. We could move up to... this here to prospect it, which is a part of our great builders sort of ability. Not exactly sure how we'll get up there, but we can try. In fact, we can already do it. We're in range. So we'll go ahead and prospect this province. Looks like that. So it gives us just, boom, 44 productivity just like that. Looks like we can move how much more? I have no more movement. That's what that little number at the top right means, how much movement we have left. So no more movement on that. I do see a little bit of that. There's definitely something going on over here, but we will slowly, surely make our way over here in this direction. And end our turn.
You have gathered a large amount of Imperium. This represents the influence you have over the world. You can use it to acquire new cities, unlock new empire skills, or speed up city growth.
Yes. Yes. So if we build parts of our wizard tower in our throne city, or by annexing ancient wonders, we can gain Imperium. There's also a bunch of other ways you can gain Imperium. They're much smaller sometimes. But these are the most obvious ways. So it goes over here. Aha, desecrated, excuse me, temple. Let's check out this temple here. This hidden temple complex is forgotten by time. Herein did the Archons once worship the All-Father. However, the light that aided the masses in connecting with the divine has long since been extinguished. The site's once grand halls now attract cultists and sinister entities seeking to awaken and twist its power. So it will count as a conduit, which is sort of a building that gives us extra mana. Also gives us extra Imperium. It does slightly increase stability. It does give us additional knowledge per research outpost that we have, which we currently don't have anything right now, but just gives us a research bonus. It also adds the Blessed Soul unit, the Rally of Lieges. The Rally of Lieges we'll talk about when we get to that as well. But basically it's like a en masse hiring of units. And you got the money and all that for that. This is currently occupied. That's kind of interesting. I don't quite see anything there. But maybe next turn. Confirm movement. Oh, there's low risk battle. Interesting. So we have a skeleton. We have a Inferno Puppy. And a lesser Snow Spirit. And a lesser Magma Spirit. Okay, so there's quite a lot of elemental creatures going on over here. Let's see here. So we can do an ability here soon. Obviously not now, but where are my spells? Is that not available yet? Bunch materials? No. Okay.
This is the Empire Development Tree.
Oh, yes.
Here you will specialize your empire towards certain playstyles. Increase your empire's affinity to open more options.
Yes.
You will progress toward unlocking your next empire skill every turn, depending on your affinity values. Once unlocked, you can spend Imperium to obtain the empire skill. Unlike research, the empire skills provide more passive bonuses and activate immediately upon selection.
Yes, exactly. So this could be referred to as civics, you could say, in terms of like a civ game. However, there are 7 different civic type categories referred to as affinities. You have your general, you have your materium, nature, chaos, order, shadow, and astral affinities. And because our empire started with 4 materium and 2 order, we gain progress per turn for Materium and 2 affinity per turn. And I think generally speaking, everyone should get, basically it's all of these other ones combined, and it gets you to this many times per turn in this direction here. And I could just be repeating what she just said, but in terms of helping me better explain it to myself, I'm going to repeat it out loud by saying, if you reach this first node here, that doesn't mean it's already unlocked. It just means that you can spend, you have the ability to spend Imperium, which it'll cost 100, to unlock it. However, unlike tomes, you can instantaneously gain the benefits of these things. So instead of the research that you get from the tomes, you have to spend stuff and do all these things and create the units and yada yada whatever. Every time, this one is a one-time thing purchase. Obviously, because of my affinity, I'll have more progress in doing these other things. Now I can increase the progress of these things by getting respective tomes. So right now I'm working on the tome of Zeal, which just gives me more affinity to order, but this is, you know, obviously the one that we started with. And these are some of these other things that we are also getting as well. But yeah, generally speaking, this is kind of focused towards production and the industry, and transmutation, as well as resource extraction. Chaos is kind of all about, you know, destroying cities is probably the best way to put it. You're not worried about keeping friends or vassals or anything. It's just pretty much just total destruction down this line here. Our shadow affinity is more associated with how to put this, let's see, a lot of it has to do with whispering stones in this case. Experience, yeah. So this appears to kind of go along the lines of knowledge, is what it looks like. So experience in terms of unit experience as well as knowledge. And there's a little bit of roleplay flair where it adds a little bit. Shadow means like darkness, so far longer down the line you'll be able to instantly reveal the full world map, and you have infinite sensing range. And you have your astral, which is the opposite of shadow. So this one's going to focus on a lot more along the lines of mana or magic. So if you're more magic focused, this will really help with that. Order is more along the lines of your city's specific things, particularly vassalization, alliances. You gain more resources from your vassals. Lots to do with your army and such in terms of order. I think the word they used was order. Yeah, order for keeping everything in control, in line.
Choosing a tome.
Yeah. Then finally we have nature, which this is all about beast mastery. You can create summons. This is obviously more about food as well, and keeping things brief in terms of movement and expansion. General though, I don't know too much about other than the fact that it's pretty basic stuff. Like this allows you to go traverse on the water. This allows you to dig in the ground, to have access to the underground. Road building's kind of cool. It costs money to build roads, but it allows your units to move faster on roads. Uses less movement. Increasing city cap. Another whispering stone. Increasing vision range and sensing. A siege project, additional one. This is just advanced logistics, so roads cost less move points. And finally, a teleport province improvements. But all this stuff at the end of every tree is considered late game. Now, even though I watched like an entire playthrough of a particular match, they never once reached the end of like 2 of these. They were able to reach the end of this one right here, but to reach the end of 2, even the general one, isn't that likely, because you'll find yourself because they get so expensive. Like this is 500 Imperium. I mean already, I mean like, and first of all, I don't have any tomes that are helping me with increasing this. So this is like 100 here, 125, and it just increases from there. 175, 175. It's just more, it's a exponential growth of cost. So the likelihood of being able to complete 2 of these is unlikely. But you'll kind of understand that the longer you are on these trees, as long as you are at a good pace, the closer you are to the end of the game. This is a risky fight. And this is a risky battle. Oh wait, this is a low risk battle. What just happened here? What if I go and attack them? What? I could... So I can allow them to use spells, which is fine. Does that decrease? I was wondering if that decreases their likelihood of winning. What happens if I auto combat if I lose anything? Ooh. I lose all of my units except my hero, which is crazy. I think we're gonna retry this ourselves, just so you guys can get an idea of what it's like to actually play an attack.
Welcome to the field of battle.
So they get to go first. Random RNG, initiative, whatever you want to call it. Let's see here.
You have selected a unit.
Yes.
It has 3 action points to spend on moving and using abilities.
Yes. So let's see here. These are my action points. There's 3 here. This one says it's going to cost 2, I guess. Because I think each of these little crescent ones counts as a third of a single one. I think. This is our to shield wall here. What's this here? Okay. Okay, so these guys are bolstering, and they also have first strike as well. I think what we'll do, because this is technically like a choke point here,
This
move these
is a
guys
shield
up
unit,
here.
a frontline melee fighter.
Yes, yes, yes. Move you guys here. These
This
guys just
unit has suffered
behind.
casualties. Casualties. You have selected your ruler. Your ruler is a powerful combatant who can wield magical equipment and learn a variety of skills.
Be a little careful with these guys over here. But we're gonna have these guys use a spell. Do. Target from the units lose all six. Gains strengthened 1. Do this. I don't think it stacks, right? Or does it? No, we're just gonna do this. Let's check out some of the stats here real quick. So they have 10 defense, which is crazy.
This is a support unit, which can use magical abilities.
So these little eyes here, I think is what allows them to prevent from being flanked.
This is a ranged unit, which excels.
Yes. Just checking out the things here. Okay, now if we end our turn, allows them to move. And let's see. Oh no. Frozen. Oh, they unfroze me. Ooh.
Your
Retaliation.
spells are now ready to be cast.
Okay.
Spell.
We have a Bolter enchant, which allows us to heal temporary hit points and gain Bolter defense. And I'm going to go ahead and give that to our support here.
Your unit is within an enemy's zone of control. When a unit moves into an enemy...
Oh, hold on. I did it wrong. Why can't... Oh, is this something that my hero has to do? Invalid target. Here we go. I don't think it'll let me do it because... Oh, there we go. I got it. So that heals them. They can do warding back. This will allow them to... Let's see. I don't think I can use this while I'm in enemies in control. I don't think. Unless anything changed. This does 10 damage. This does 15. That's very expensive. We're going to go ahead and shoot across both these guys right here. There we go. Nice. You can go ahead and 3x melee strike these guys over here. What the heck is this? Wag your finger? Oh my gosh, it is. Target me with a base 90% chance of becoming taunted for 3 turns. Unit that uses skills enter defense. Taunted is uncontrollable and always attack the unit that taunted it. Okay. Go ahead and taunt these guys.
This is a polearm unit, a frontline melee fighter.
Oop.
With its first strike and charge resistance abilities, it is perfectly suited for absorbing enemy melee attacks.
Go and we're gonna have this guy attack here.
A unit just got hit by a retaliation. This happens when a melee unit is struck from within its zone of...
Okay. What does this say? This unit cannot move because it has moved into an enemy zone of control. Okay, yeah. We did some damage to it, which is good. Next turn. Retaliation. 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 None. Okay. Oof. Oof. They're taking on some serious damage. Oh my gosh. Really need to focus on killing units here. Because the lower the health, the less damage they do. Really need to kill these hounds here. Grazed. Ooh, that means we only did half damage. Hmm. Against 2 bolster defense. We'll do this. This will just give us like a huge amount of defense. And we can move them if we'd like to, but I think we're just gonna have them sit there. Hold on. What does it say that I need to do? Oh, I see. We can heal them back up again. Sure, we'll do that. Now they're very strengthened. Oh my goodness. They can do 30% more damage. That's crazy. So we'll go with the next turn here. Retaliate. Retaliate. And they're dead. So they're going for our archers now. Not great. And they're dead. Oof. Ouch. Let's see, I think if we... sort of rotate ourselves in this direction. Try to see if we can like move here. Maybe even here. Might get a retaliation opportunity attack from both of them, which is crazy. Then we'll be able to attack back. Go ahead and focus ourselves on here. It's 20 versus 18. Heal that back up. And end our turn. They might die. Ooh. Ouch. Okay. Can kill this unit, which is good. Oh, grazed. Not great. He fumbled too. Oh my gosh, this is not great. Not good at all. Yikes. Damn. Chem. Ooh. Ooh.
A unit has low morale because the tide of battle is turning against it. Units with low morale might fumble attacks, while high morale can lead to critical attacks.
What's this? I know there's a way to... yeah, restart combat. Well, this is not exactly what I was expecting. We're gonna toggle auto combat. Because I think the situation that I had before was better than I had what's going on up there. Trying to watch this just to see exactly how I maybe could have done better. Extra. Taunted, okay.
Your unit just attacked an enemy from behind.
It was flanked.
This is called flanking and gives a damage bonus.
Okay. Oof. Either way, it seems like our archers are just keep getting killed by these spearmen. dead? Doing ever so slightly more damage to us. Ooh, that's a flank. Oof. Okay, kill that. Okay. Resisted the vengeful flames. Okay. They've run away. Alright. Looks like they're fleeing. A lot of damage right there. Running away, huh? Okay. Might be able to live. Maybe not. You guys just died because of the burning. I'm gonna get wet. Nah, it seems to be the same outcome as before, but honestly, it might be better that it's gone this way. Because I do not want to lose my hero for sure. Just like we lose all of our units. Definitely a riskier fight than I intended. Good thing though is that this fight will level up our hero. Nice. Alright. No, we'll have that.
You can choose a new hero skill
Lucky
every
ring,
time
huh?
they reach a new level.
Increases crit
You can
chance.
choose how to specialize your heroes.
Oops, wrong thing. It's leveled up. Increasing crit chance, which I think is fine. Go to, where is it at? Level up here. So I definitely think that they're really, really good at fighting. So they can do just extra damage. We're not going to focus really much on battle magic. Inspiring leader. Decrease upkeep, restore. It's a skill, which target them the units heal 2 points. This is the restore bonus. It's a skill. Cost an action point to heal a friendly unit that gains regeneration, which is pretty cool. It heals +2 at the end of its turn in battle, stacks up to 5 times. Counters poison cannot be given to units with decay. I mean, that might be good in terms of like keeping other people alive. I think it was also cutting it pretty close with our hero as well. So I think we're gonna kind of increase our fighting chance with one-on-one interactions. So we're gonna confirm that there. Increase his damage output there. Can close that out. Wish I could see how these guys are doing. Go ahead and head out in this direction for me. Found a derelict workshop. This is another infestation. It's a silver one, though. Silver ones, I hear, are not very nice. What is this exactly? Just another resource node. This looks like another wonder, perhaps. Perhaps another cursed keep. Let's see if yes, we're gonna focus on getting our army back. We're gonna do that. And we're still focusing on our stonemason. We can upgrade, or sorry, we can build some things. Hold on, let me do these orders real quick. I want to see if I can build an outpost here. Trying to figure out exactly to do that. Let's see, highlights all possible outpost founding locations, which I want to do it here. The question is how? This has got to be something he can do, right? Being able to find an outpost. Treasures claiming a province for your city. It says it can be built by a hero. Okay. Question says, how do I make them do that? Ah, here we go. So we'll be getting conduit, research, or farm. We're gonna build outposts for 50 gold, and it's gonna take about 2 turns to complete. I think you could still move this turn though, which we will do. We will wait on that impossible battle. Actually, in fact, I'm gonna have him. I still want to have him move. We're gonna move him down just in this direction here, just to get more vision unlocked here. To see exactly where we are right now. We can now annex our first province. It's probably a good idea to start getting a farm. Nonetheless. It looks like we can probably do it. Oh, there's an iron deposit here. $5.10. So if we build an iron deposit, we'll also get that bonus in our gold from being great builders. It's probably a good idea, I'm not gonna lie. That quarry built. The good thing about these buildings is that they're built separately from your structures and your recruiting of units. I don't know, can we probably have to keep waiting. Yeah, there's still going to be a while before we can even unlock our first node for anything. So that core is being built. Oh wait, it is built. Excuse me, it's already been built. We're already getting the benefits. Okay, nice. Never mind. I think we should probably start making our way back here. If your presence lingers in these lands. Yes, yes, yes. We discovered this derelict workshop here. It's not ideal, that's for sure. But yes, I'm aware of it. Waiting for everyone to go. Okay. It says this is occupied, but I'm not seeing anything here. We can't explore it because we need a hero. Okay. But we've discovered this, as well as a watchtower, which we'll just boop, like that. Getting a wide area here. What is this? What is that? A small creature cage. With a trapped creature. Moving your army onto will allow the creature to join your ranks. What's this? Ashes allows you to use to travel up and from the underground. Okay.
This is the underground. It is rich in minerals and unexplored ruins. As long as you have access to a passage, you can freely move between the surface and the underground.
The excavation empire skill is useful for navigating the underground by removing diggable earth. Okay. So this is basically a second map underneath the overworld. So there are two maps to this game. You thought you had to worry about the overworld? No, you also got to worry about the underworld. But it's for another day. We're gonna have our scout make our way over to that in 2 turns. Because we want to be able to figure out what that is. Next. Yes, confirm. Next. Let me go here. Bonus production. Don't know if you can move anymore. No, cannot. Okay, so we found demi-giant ruins. Okay. Okay, so it's similar to the other ones, but it's just for... It's for guards. It looks like the same thing, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's the exact same thing. It's just a different name. Cursed Keep. 525. Patient health. Location. Yeah, honestly, I'm not seeing a difference. I don't know if anyone else can see it. I'm having a hard time seeing the difference. But yeah, we have this unlocked, which is good. I produced... Wait, what happened? Oh, we've just set our production because we just finished creating our shrine. Right now, I think we are more so in need of creating our army right now. So we're going to increase our draft income by creating a blacksmith. It's going to take about 4 turns. But it's good that we already have a quarry built. That will
This city
slightly
has grown and
increase.
gained a new population. Each additional
It's,
population enables
production.
you to expand the city's domain by placing a province improvement.
Yeah, yes.
Every province has different features, which determine what type of improvement can be built in it.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, presence slingers. Yes, yes, yes. Not so great. Presence. Yes.
Stability measures how happy the people in your cities are. Outside of dark cultures, which do not suffer from low stability penalties, you generally want to keep your stability high.
Mm-hmm. Now, currently our stability is at stable. Now, the higher stability, the better bonuses we get, right now that we're stable, we get a +5 production bonus, draft, and food income bonus. Obviously, the more stable we are, the higher the bonuses, up to a maximum of 15% production, draft, and food income bonuses. We definitely don't want to be anywhere near these other ones. So the best thing to do is do things to make them happy. Go ahead and confirm this movement. You as well. Confirmed. They merge, which is exactly what I wanted to happen. You are auto-exploring. And you are in the army, so I'm not too worried about it. Condemnation is complete. Select a new research. Enchanted Crow. Gains 2 vision range on the world map. Or, offering the units lose all stacks of bolster defense and bolster resistance for each stack, allows they gain strength and fortune. Strength just makes them more buff, but fortune makes them increased chance of getting crits. You get a maximum of 30% chance increase every time the spell is cast. I think we can probably cast this. Or, I should say, use that. I'm still going to go ahead and go with this, though, but I want to lock in this. We'll use that one next time. Wow. Outpost was founded. So now we're getting the bonuses from here. Now it's a good idea to put down something, because right now it's basically draining our gold as upkeep, but it is providing mana in return. However, I want to see if I can give it something that'll help. You know what? We'll have it... We'll do his palisade walls first. Because if anybody tries attacking this outpost, we want to make sure that they have a hard time doing so. Because believe it or not, walls are a big deal in this game. If you have walls in your city, it's like a whole separate battle. That's just a huge advantage for the defenders just by having these walls. So we'll have those. We have 2 spells ready to cast.
You can cast various spells from here to bolster your units and cities, or to smite your enemies.
Okay, so as it says here, there are 2 kinds of spells: strategic, which can only cast on the world map, which is what you see here, or combat ones, which can only be cast, or tactical, which can be cast in combat. Then there are some spells that will like summons or enchantments, that are sustained, which means they'll stay every turn as long as the spell is active. But it'll cost spell upkeep, which will usually cost mana. Right now, no spell is costing any upkeep, so right now we're making pure profit from mana. We're not wasting any mana, we're just gaining mana. Keep in mind, though, it does cost mana to do spells during combat. So just because there isn't a negative number here doesn't mean we didn't just use mana in our previous combats. So keep that in mind. However, I do want to see if there are any scorched land. Well, I don't even think we need to worry about this one, to be honest, because this whole place is desert anyways, so I'm not super worried about that. This is a summon spell. Summons a zealot into the target world hex. The zealot is a reckless fighter unit and that is advantageous against condemned units, which I think is a good idea to have. A summon. We'll definitely toggle it as our favorite. for sure. Let's see if we can toggle another one maybe. Those are during combat, so I'm assuming, yep, these are world map spells that you can use on the world itself, spells that we can use, or that are active, excuse me, and spells during combat. And then our favorite ones. Gonna close this down. Ooh, okay. So we finally unlocked enough Materium affinity points to unlock our first node, which allows outposts to cost less gold and take one less turn to build and start with the work camp built, which is actually pretty cool. And this will cost 100 Imperium, which we are gaining 40 per turn, but this could obviously be better. The better our cities are, we'll also get Imperium from vassalizing and such. And like I said, there's a whole bunch of other ancillary ways to gain Imperium. But I think that's a pretty good thing, especially since we just built an outpost. So we're gonna go and do that. Unfortunately, we won't be able to get the work camp built because we already posted it, if I'm correct. I'm pretty sure, yeah. Does not come with its own work camp because we've already placed it down. So the next outpost that we place down will actually come with a work camp. What the heck is that? Bone horror. Okay. Consume corpse. It eats corpses and heals 30 temporary hit points. Cannot be used in water battles. Okay. Cool beans, I guess. We're gonna go ahead and actually, I believe, do we even have enough? I don't think we do. Because this is gonna cost 60 world map casting points, and we only have 45 as our max. So I can't even summon this. We can increase this by doing certain things. The spell needs more casting points than you have, and the spell will take multiple turns to cast. Okay, I see. So this will take one turn then to fully cast. So if I just turn it now, it'll show up the next turn. There we go. So it's going to take a little bit longer to cast, but next time then we'll be able to do it. Go in here. It's already ready to cast. We're going to go ahead and spawn it right here on our army, which allows them to be added into our army here. Zealots directly there. And the city itself is still working on guards and recruiting units. And our blacksmith will be done in 2 turns. We can start working on building our town hall, which allows us to have access to a bunch of other things, as well as a steel shaper, which is our support unit, which is what we had, and then the halberdier, which, you know what, I think we are going to go ahead and do. We have enough gold for it. It's obviously going to be done, but I'm gonna actually move it ahead of the game so we can start working on that first. We don't have 5 population, but we can go ahead and start working on it now. We can have it done. And it looks like since we increased our population to 3 now, we can build a secondary province. Let's see here. 2 and 3 or 5. thing about this is we can build a mine, but I think it has a risk of being attacked by this guy. No, okay. Where is the gold? Oh, it's right there. I didn't even see it. So this is a different story. I'm not sure about this one. But kind of hesitant to move up here closer to these guys because I'm wondering if doing so might make them wake up. Because I'm still trying to understand like the, you know, mechanics of everything here. I think we can go ahead and increase our food production this direction right here. Strangely enough, we still haven't discovered a free city yet. It isn't a very large map, but at the same time, it's like, you know, where is everyone? Go ahead and confirm those orders there. We gained a lesser storm spirit. Ah, okay. It's got a few little things here. We're gonna have him make the long. We're gonna have him make the long journey back here. We could. That's 5 turns. He'll explore a little bit over here, which is fine. So we'll have him move there. Just while along the way, he'll collect some things. You can wait a turn. Next. You are still scouting. Looks like this is a cliff or something. Set you to auto explore. Nice. Captured that. Sanctuary of the Horde is a crazy name. It's a gold ancient wonder. It's currently under influence of an enemy, it looks like. The Arkan civilization raised these monolithic structures at great cost. The scholars speculate they were once utilized as portals to other worlds. However, with the Ziggurats' original builders now long gone, those with opportunistic and potentially sinister motives come to try and unravel its forgotten powers. Now, it counts as a mine, so it gives a huge, huge gold bonus. If there are any units that are magic origin or use magic, they use less upkeep. It also adds the Phoenix to be able to be recruited, which is kind of crazy. That is kind of crazy. Go ahead and do that. That is some crazy movement too. And you, let's see. Once more. Wait another turn. This should be done in another turn as well. Curse Keep, huh? We can annex the castle ruin. Oh yeah, I forgot we can do this for free without costing a population. So this will give us a bonus to our knowledge and Imperium per turn. And also increases our production too, just by having it. So right now we have 71 production. It should go up to 85. Nice. Domain. Wondrous Saharians and stability. Yep. Nice. So now we are officially gaining the bonuses of this wonder. And we gain more fortification, which is good because we have a quarry. And now we're able to make these guys. I think that was a pretty decent move. My part? Let's check out this guy here. Make his way over there. Ew. Okay. We're gonna retreat because I didn't realize there was a enemy there, or either that or forgot. We're gonna make this guy go back here. Working on that. There in 3 turns. That's probably a good idea actually now that we start moving our units to start destroying some of these close by enemies. Just to get that free experience, you know? So I think we're gonna go ahead and start with this one here. We're gonna auto combat and see what we get. Hopefully no one died. Someone did die. Who did we lose? The Zealot? You know what? Honestly, I'm not mad. It was a summon, not an actual unit, so that's not that bad. And our hero did level up, so that's pretty good. I'm not too mad at that actually. We can keep that one. You also gain the extra mana as well. One more turn until that's complete, and then I'm gonna have him move back to the city to wait for some more armies. Our post-produced palisade walls, nice. So that's fortified. Now we're gonna go ahead and work on getting that work camp done. So this allows for annexation of a single province to the outpost. If a city is founded from this outpost, it will start with one additional population in the annexed province already attached. So it's very expensive to found a city. It costs 200 Imperium. As you can see, Imperium, there's lots of other things that Imperium can cost, other than it costing it for the tree here. So sometimes building tall isn't a bad thing in this game. In fact, you'll find a lot of cities not heavily expanding that much. Like I think the most I've seen, or at least from what I watched, I think the most cities I've seen a single civilization have is 4. I mean, compared to other Civ games or 4X games, it's like relatively low. And that's considered like prosperous in this game. It's like 4 is like crazy big. So to have 4 is like, you are making it. So this watchtower will be able to annex a section out, and I think I want to be able to take out this right here, but there is a thing here, so I'm gonna hold off for right now. What does this watchtower do? It gives extra vision range, right? Oh, stone walls. You know, we'll just have them work on stone walls for right now. Our ruler leveled up, which is really good. We can have them work on now on restore, I think is probably a good one. Because I'm not too worried about the upkeep right now. It is a lot, but it's not detrimental to our economy just yet. I think restore is probably going to be a really good one for them to have in the fights. Going to close out here. And I think we are ready for our next fight in the next turn. Okay. Guildmaster Derek Hayward of the Free City of Copper Spire greets you with some curiosity. Legendary Renebekaburu. Why did I name this? It is rare for Copper Spire to meet an ascended champion like you. Nevertheless, we ask that you respect the territory and independence of Copper Spire. Give the mortal Derek one of your Whispering Stones to start negotiations and gradually prove that. I actually will do that. I will do that. I'm going to give them a Whispering Stone. Oh my gosh, they're... Where are they? Oh, they're over here. Okay. Honestly, it might be a good idea to have some visual range on the other side of these mountains here, so I don't see why not. Also, what the frick is this city? Level 7? Or rather, population 7 is kind of crazy. Looks like they got a lot going on here. Alright, so right now we're currently having 0 allegiance, and they feel neutral towards us, which is good. Neutral is better than bad, because this could be affected by a lot of things. Especially this. And as well as there's something else somewhere. But anyways, right now they're at neutral. So they're feeling pretty whatever about us. Now, we want to be able to get ourselves up to Pact of Vassalage here. But in order to do that, we need to do things in order to improve that. One of the best ways to do that is by giving a Whispering Stone. It, well, let's just see. Whispering Stones are given to free cities to begin negotiations, which can lead to becoming your vassal. Having more allows you to prevent multiple free cities at once. Unused Whispering Stones can be given to your cities to gain city stability, which ideally, if we can avoid doing that, that would be the better. Because wasting a Whispering Stone on your own cities is basically just saying you being able to balance your city's stability is just like not great, and you want to be able to have good city stability. So we're gonna go ahead and give them our Whispering Stone.
You have established your first contact.
Which-
Once enough allegiance is gained with a free city and they've become your vassal, they can be integrated.
Which we probably won't do that. I'm not gonna lie. Integration can be really cumbersome on your economy, especially if it's a civil or if it's a free city that's already well more developed than your cities are. It can really tank your economy a lot. So the best thing to do is, especially with well-developed cities like this, it's so much more beneficial to have them as a vassal, because then the better allegiance you have with them, the more percentage of income you get from them. This can be a litany of things, including knowledge, Imperium, draft, all of these basic things that they could just give you with whatever they're providing. Now, right now, obviously, we can only see that they have a mine and a conduit. So they're producing mana and they're producing production. Or, sorry, gold. I think that's a gold mine. Yep, right there. Down. That's about as much as we know about them. But this Whispering Stone is going to allow us to be a little bit better friends with them. In fact, in 12 turns, which we probably should boost this in some way or another. It isn't exactly. Crash Legion is 24. So this will basically, if we boost it, it basically halves the amount of time it takes to become a pact of cooperation, which allow them to open their borders and create trading. They can create up to 2 different resources, and magic materials can be included in that trading. They feel indifferent to us, mostly like us though, however, because we are considered a champion of the people, which is our character's background, so to speak, a champion. I'm going to go ahead and actually spend the allegiance to sort of have that chance of increasing it. So that way we're just that much closer to getting into this section here. Right now their alignment is neutral, so they have no, they're not evil and they're not good, they're neutral. They're considered small artisans, so they can align with us really, really well, actually. They're industrious like we are. They are imperialists, which just basically means that they're going to focus more on city stability and gold, and their runesmiths, which it means that they'll have a lot more knowledge on hand, as well as being able to decrease the amount of unit upkeep as well. And create these guys. With 1 rank. They're also masters of chaos. Interesting. They sure are. Look at that. So they could easily be a pretty good military ally for sure. Because it already, as long as they're the governor of the city, it increases their draft or unit processing speed by a lot. So if this guy ever goes in war, that would be pretty good. I'm just curious if I could rename it. Close this out. Rotate my camera here. And end our turn. And it looks like
Your throne city has
city
grown
is now.
You have encountered another ruler.
Oh,
They will be your biggest roadblock to
why is it
victory.
lagging so
But
much?
they may also prove to be powerful allies.
Maybe.
This overview will show you in-depth information about another
Ooh,
ruler,
they do not like
their
me.
personality, treaties, and current relations with you.
Toxic stew. Trying to figure out what the heck is going on. Why is it so much? There you go. After a diplomatic dinner with your envoys, you are in contact by Pale Guildmaster Derek Howard. A conversation. Hey, what's going on? I know I'm just a lesser guildmaster in the eyes of a pharaoh, he says anxiously, but I need to learn the truth. After trying to stew... Oh, that's me. A million things just popped up. When in the truth, after trying the stew you wondrous Saharians are famous for, my food taster bloated with gas until the poor man was ripped apart from within, turning the buffet into a nauseous mess. I keep thinking, what's the man's death supposed to be on my own? Was this man's death supposed to be my own? Do you seek my demise? Oh, so I can basically pay him off to look the other way. Like, no, of course not. That's a lot of gold. We also do gain 6 allegiance for the next 2 turns, or which will allow us to make 2 turns, or we can lose the 12 allegiance that we just paid 60 Imperium for. And I'm not gonna lie, I think we're just gonna pay him off because that is 60 Imperium. That is expensive stuff. So we're just gonna pay off the gold. Ugh, it's gonna suck, but it's basically 2 turns worth of gold right there. Ugh. There we go. That way he'll be like, okay, look the other ways, yes sir. Okay, let's look at this guy here. He was saying something. I would ask how you fare, but honestly, I do not care about your well-being. Okay. Okay, so he's definitely evil alignment. What does he think of me? There's something somewhere, I forget. Oh, here we go. So he doesn't like me because we just met. He doesn't like me because my alignment is neutral. He thinks... Okay, vigilant. And he has an inherent dislike which will increase... Which he'll... Oh, okay. He'll like me over time. Over time, he'll like me. It's like you'll like me once you get to know me one of kind of things. You know, like, hey, you know, we just met, but you know, once you get to know me, you know. Although that passive, I mean, that's just insane. I mean, his alignment is really not going to change. I can probably bet that much. He has the best military in the game, by the way. Okay. He also has the best magic ranking, so he's focused on magic and military. He's mid-expansion, mid-economy, and diplomacy. Definitely a little bit better. Us, on the other hand, let's see here. I'm trying to realize, how did I just open that screen? Is it this one here? Okay, yeah, we suck on everything. We're below. Diplomacy is spot on, but everything is just terrible. Just terrible. Does he have? Is there a location? Declare war without justification. Yeah, that's not a good idea, because what that'll do is make everyone hate us. Pronouncements. Open the pronouncements sub-options. These enable you to make statements or declarations which will affect your relationship with the opposing ruler. Okay. Okay. Greetings, fair. How fair are your grand plans? So I can declare friendship, which is going to cost gold, but I can't afford that. Or rivalry, or denounce them, or fabricate agreements. So there's only one good thing when it comes to this. Now, these do, especially friendship here, this does increase over time. And by that I mean, when you declare a friendship, it can eventually lead to an alliance. And I think it's the highest amount of closeness you can get with an empire is an alliance, which in fact is, yeah, here you go. The strongest bond two players can share. While in an alliance, allied victories are possible when enabled, and players are automatically called for aid in wars. Defensive fact, the diplomatic state in which rulers vow to come to each other's aid in defensive wars are currently at peace with each other, which is good. And they're currently at war with no one. They are heavy on the shadow affinity and a little bit, just a little bit, on the chaos affinity, which means that they've already started working on a different tome. Chaos. They had to have full-blown gone on with shadow affinity and then just started on chaos. So these guys are definitely oh wait, I can see here now. A self-centered ruler who prefers to deal with the weak. Informs how they respond to the actions of other empires. So they like empires that break treaties. They like empires with a weaker economy. Oh god. They dislike empires with stronger research and empires that trade. They prefer to convert. They're more eager to ask people to help them for war, but they're less eager to help other people more. It also says covert, not convert. Gaining vassals. They favor gaining both cities and rulers as vassals, but will not submit to becoming a vassal themselves. They favor exploring and exploitation. No. Interesting, nonetheless, but they just don't seem to like us very much. Let's just put it at that, I guess. Can we get an idea of where they are? Is this them right here? No. Surely they're not below ground, right? Oh, it's because this is open. Yeah. No, I don't know anything about underground right now. Yeah, confirm. Okay. I'm gonna start working on building. Well, what am I saying? Working on building. We're gonna need to wait another turn to be able to afford anything. Because that was a very expensive trade deal. We finally completed a Legion of Zeal. Ooh, Rune of Industry. Upholstery which increases defense when they sustain damage. Grant non-industrious units bolstering. Okay, well we definitely are already in bolstering. So there's not a whole... no any reason I would think to want to get that. I think we're gonna go with getting this one, Steel Furry Chant. That's probably a good one. Okay, look at that. We have 2 new nodes to unlock if we so choose to unlock both at the same time, which is very expensive, I'm sure. 200 probably. Yep, total. Can only do one right now. Keep in mind though, just because a node unlocks doesn't mean you have to do it. I mean, obviously that should be pretty obvious. It'll still continuously unlock the node here. And then you can like unlock things down here as far as I know. Yeah. There's no like, oh, I have to get this one before this one, or get this one before that one, or get these together. No, no. As long as it's unlocked here, then you can get it. But I can get pacifications, which destroying an infestation or conquering a free city grants to stacking 300 relations with all other free cities for 10 turns. That's kind of crazy. Flexibility units when to embark and use vessels to cross the water. I don't need that right now. I'm gonna do this. That sounds pretty awesome. Especially since I'm working on trying to... You know, I wonder... Let me select my army again. I have to move over here. Oh boy. Still not visible, so... We'll go here. And we'll end our turn. You know, before I do that, I want to see what this advice does. Oh, okay. It's just giving us like little tutorials. Yes, it is.
You have...
Oh jeez, this is gonna make us have like a bazillion.
Your
What does this do? History. Oh no. Making a full army. Hyperlinks and tooltips. Throne City. New city. Starting negotiations. Vassal integration. And finally, Wizard Tower. And one more! Alright, we're gonna end our turn. Oh. That's the guy. That's who we saw. Oh. Verdant Vivarium. Mysterious dome-like structure built by the ancient Krasura. Inside a dormant environment dwells in a magical stasis as the last glimpse of a world long lost. While the original purpose of the Vault Sphere became forgotten with its creators, many aspiring factions have attempted to use the realm fragments sealed inside to experiment chambers of their own. So this gives big research bonus. Big research bonus. Unlocks the Crack the Vault operation, which grants 500 knowledge? For 500 mana. Oh my gosh, that's insane. Unlocks a 7 progenitor golem. Okay. Claims on this province. Distant claim. Oh, okay, okay. That, so a distant claim basically means that they have somewhere, either a city or an outpost, either over here or over here, that is like 1 or 2 provinces away from this, which prevents anybody from settling or building anything on here without causing grievances. for war. And I guess we're just about to find out just where. Okay, let's see what we're at here. 315. It's evenly matched. You know what? We might just have to do these other battles here. Just to boost our experience. Easy. We didn't lose anybody, which is all I ask. We got a heavy crossbow. I don't know if we can do anything with that. I don't know why he would want that instead. It says, oh, it does. Well, hold on. Okay, I see. So it's only a one-time shot. Let's see. Piercing ignores up to 5 defense. That's kind of a lot. And a quick stab. I'm guessing because it has something on the end of it, maybe? You know what? I think we might actually... I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna do it. It's very interesting to see how he would work with melee that's like ranged. Let's see. We can quick and revert ourselves back and attack these guys. It is still a bit risky. And I'm very tempted to do it, but I think I'm gonna have them move here next turn. Okay, easy one. I'm gonna make it gold vein right here. Boom. Setting production. Okay. So we do have access to a tavern now, but I don't know if that means... Okay, so we're not... Okay, so basically these structures are reducing our things here, so it's recommending us to do a tavern to increase our stability. In 3 turns. Let's see. We don't necessarily have to, because we're at stables right now. We are 1 away from going into neutral, though. We could just keep boosting our fortification health, but it only does 5 in this case. What if we do... We can build a vendor, which is boosted. It's only going to take us 1 turn because we have 1 farm built. It's going to give us extra gold increase. I think that's probably what we'll do. It's only going to take us 1 turn in this case. It's only 42 gold. We'll do that. Oof. And if we want, we could back it up with another shrine right behind that. Because then I think we decided to... It's the shrine. We could build it now. We'll hold off on that for right now. We have some spells ready to cast. It seems. Okay. Let's see here. This is a world map, which makes basic X deal extra. So Zeal is applied on... Okay. So condemned is, I believe, the combat one, right? Yeah. Condemnation. So if we say it's 80, so it's gonna take about at least 2 turns. You know, I will work up on casting this actually, because I want to be able to use it for this infestation coming up, because they're already, I think, yep, they're already starting to wake up soon. So from 3 to 6 turns.
You have just gained or caused a grievance against another ruler.
I did? What did I do?
These are used to justify wars.
I mean, you don't really have to do anything
you
per
could
se.
also forgive them to improve your relations.
I am curious what grievance I have with them now. Let's see. What does it say I did? Gloom Hooknail has insulted my empire. Oh, he just insulted me, so that's... Oh, I gained a grievance against him. Okay. So he just insulted me, and I'm like... No, I have a slightly more adjusted... So I if I wanted to, I can declare justified war, because the balance of grievances is imbalanced right now. I could be like, okay, well, let's go to war then. Thanks for insulting me. I don't think there's necessarily any reason to do that right now, considering he's doing pretty good right job for himself. I mean, he's not the #1 military ranking in the world, but I'm definitely not anything right now either. So, aha, that's where he at. This is his capital right here, right there. Okay, let's move ourselves over here. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. There you go. Okay. So they've increased their health a little bit more. I think we are now ready to attack these guys. Let's do auto combat. Oh, I forgot, because this guy's nearby, he's a part of the battle too. There's a little bit of a mechanic with that too. It's very interesting. You can have like a whole bunch of people in a battle, not just a maximum of 6. So nobody died, which is amazing. And this guy didn't took any damage, and he leveled up. I'm curious. I want to watch the replay, just because. Didn't take any damage. So guys, some flying creatures coming in. Okay. I'm regenerating them. Activate shield mode wall. Okay, good formation, I guess. Oof. Retaliation is canceled. Oof. Alright. They taunted them. Ah. I see. This guy sort of pushed him back. Dang, look at all that hitting they're doing. Dang, just back and forth, back and forth. This guy is easy kill for sure. It's interesting, they totally just ignored them. Look at that, that's crazy. Pinned him again, pushed him. They can't retaliate. And boom, instant kill. That's crazy. And flanked. Oh my gosh, flank damage is crazy. Wow. So now these guys should be healing. I can't build an outpost for that much. Is it a good idea? Says the game. Game says yes. How about our spell here? I'm gonna go ahead and this doesn't last for 2 turns, right? So this I put on my units. It's unit enchantment. You know what? I think I just realized it's a sustain probably. Yeah. So yep, because it has a unit upkeep. Total upkeep. It's gonna be 8. So this is gonna take 8 upkeep here, just from that. Which is what it's showing here, -8 already. I could cancel it, but it's already showing me the -8 already up here. So this is a quote unquote sort of permanent bonus. I can obviously cancel it, but this applies to my whole army. The only downside is the upkeep, which is 8 mana per turn. So we're gonna go ahead and enchant them with this. I want to sort of like understand that spell again. It makes us do extra spirit damage, and spirit damage can be done by oh, here we go. Casting Condemnation, which allows them to sustain spirit damage. We're gonna go ahead and have them wait a turn, and they need something done. Okay, let's see here. Ooh, we can start building our wizard tower, which give us that extra Imperium income, which is big. It's gonna cost some gold and mana. You know what, honestly, we probably need to get that shrine done first to get our mana income back up. Because we are struggling. Units, we could probably start building back our... Ooh, that keep is crazy. Back our army up here. 12. Ooh, and it's because they're magic, isn't it? Doesn't make any sense. Why does this cost mana? If these guys are the ones that like use magic. Well, either way, I want to get one of each. Obviously, we're gonna do that one first. And finally, stone walls are built. So these people are heavily fortified. We now have a new empire development skill available. We can dig in the underground if we want, which I don't know why we would. Right now, at least, we can have city structures cost 20% less gold to build. City structures include things like the farms, the quarries, the mines, things like that. I think, but don't quote me on it. It could just be the, you know, it's probably the stuff actually. Yeah. And we also obviously don't have to spend the money or the Imperium right now to do it. We can if we want to, if we so choose. I think we could just wait maybe for arcane artisans. That whispering stone is pretty good though. We only found one free city though, so it's not huge important, but it's also definitely good to have a free floating whispering stone laying around, just in case. So I think we're gonna go ahead and wait on that. Looks like we have some negotiations succeeded. We finally reached a pact of loyalty. Or sorry, pact of cooperation. So now we can do trading and go through their borders. We still don't have an idea as to what's around them. We do know that this is a demon gate now, which basically, simply put, it just means that they can summon demons as like units from here. So that's really all it is there. Still thinking like they're a pretty good ally to have though. Pact of Loyalty increased in 15 turns, so I'm going to go ahead and keep the Whispering Stone on that. Pact of Loyalty will obviously be a big thing. It allows us to share their vision so we can see what they see. We can also build on claimed provinces, or I should say they are allowed to do it. They can contribute to, these are referred to as recruitment points, I guess is the best way to put it. Which is good, and they can reinforce and combat against marauders and rulers the free city is at war with. We should be able to get that done in 12 turns, it says. Or sorry, 15 turns. Or extend the 75, which is kind of expensive. We gain 15 instead of 12, but it's gonna cost 75. I was insulted. What, again? Oh no, just the one time. I think we're gonna hold off on that. And end our turn.
There are many paths to victory.
Oh, hello. Meeting friendly Silverstrand, Guildmistress Felina Argent. A Free City Silverstrand is delighted to meet you for the first time. Well met, Pharaoh. It's an honor for other wondrous Saharians like us to meet a great Pharaoh like you. We look forward to seeing your empire grow. Give Felina Argent one of your Whispering Stones to start negotiations and gradually improve allegiance. At least, yes, okay. So this is interesting. So free cities can also apply. These are sort of like civilizations that are aligned with random factions. Now there is a chance that one of these factions can be aligned with your own, which just basically means that they're basically the same people in this case. So Silverstrad, they are also known as Wondrous Saharians, so they have the exact same traits and cultures. We're considered their keeper, which is basically we are their ruler. However, the thing about these buildings though is it's still considered a free city in terms of the game, so keeping it as like your own city is a different story. So it's basically just its own civilization. It just happens to have the same everything as you. They obviously feel neutral towards us. I think we can we do anything with them right now? Do we have to have the Whispering Stone? Oh, I think we have to have the Whispering Stone right now. Looks like our Steel Fairy chant is finished, which is great. Now we can start working on some other things. We can increase our movement on units, or we can do that fanatical workforce spell. This is for our scouts, though. And this is also for our scouts. I think we're gonna go with this. I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna work on that. I'm not even gonna worry about locking those other ones in right now. Okay, here we go. So there's an expansion victory, there's a magic victory, and a force victory. Track a victory condition. That's interesting. Victory condition through the quest panel on the top left. Ah, okay. So, okay, so this is our ranking. This is how close we are to completing it. So 5 out of 5 doesn't mean we have everything. It's considered our ranking. So 5 out of 5 means we're the lowest ranking. We're the farthest away from getting this victory. So military victory, basically, we have to defeat the remaining rulers. That's it, simply put. I don't know if this applies, if this is new or not, because the playthrough I did see was a playthrough prior to the game being released, so I'm not sure if there have been changes that have been made. But the one I did see about the military victory is it was known as a domination victory, where you had to, they had 7 players on the map and they only had to destroy 5 people, so they still had 2 left. So I'm not sure if the number of AI characters or players on a map determines how military victory is run. But in this particular case, we have to defeat everybody. Full total military victory. Just destroy the entirety of everybody. It's just everyone gone. Expansion victory looks like we have to occupy at least 105 provinces, which counts as these little weird, irregularly shaped, blocks of land. We have to build 3 beacons, light the beacons of unity, and then defend the beacons of unity for 15 turns. Okay. Then we have, for magic victory, we have to research a tier 3 tome and unlock the bind gold ancient wonder spell, which allows you to bind gold ancient wonders twice. Then reach a tier 5 tome and research the Age of Order, launch the Age of Order spell, and then defend your bound gold for 15 turns. And then finally score victory, which just means to have the highest score when 150 turns have passed. And I don't know what the score means. Is it gonna tell me what the score is? What if I click on that? Like, how do I... Oh, no, that's just the... Yeah, okay. Oh wait, hold on, what's this? Very high score, the turn limit is reached victory. There are 5 categories which influence your score: military, diplomacy, economy, expansion, and research. How well you do in each category compared to the other rulers is what determines your overall score ranking. This is dependent on many variables. These are some examples: military, attract income, army power, and killing enemies; diplomacy, having allies and vassals, avoid wars and don't cause grievances; expansion, amount of cities and food income; research, knowledge and man income; economy, gold, and production income. Okay, so it's just being good at everything. I'm not really sure exactly where I want to go with this. I'm definitely probably not going to go with a magic victory, especially since I'm not starting out with any sort of heavy magic. So I think for right now, just so I'm not doing the boring one like score victory, I'm going to focus on expansion victory. I just need to get to 99 more provinces. Woohoo! That being said, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here. Let me know if you guys want to see more of this. I definitely find this game very interesting. It's definitely a different 4X that I'm used to, but it's good. I like the fact that it's different. I'm so used to playing Civ games where it's all based off of like civilizations that have existed, in the past in real life. Civ 6 with all their, civilizations and humankind, and Victoria 3. Everything's just always based on like Earth maps, or at the very least, Earth civilizations, people. This one just feels like super customizable. It's like definitely fantasy, so it's not based in reality. So it just feels like there's just a lot you can do in here. And I haven't even scratched the surface on a lot of things. Like being able to talk about, magic materials yet. Like that's a whole other thing. We didn't even get to Rally
You have
Legions,
opened
which
the Rally of the Legions
we can do now,
overview.
by the way.
Here, you can rally armies from your vassals
Or it
and
should, I mean,
conquered
3
ancient
turns.
wonders. The amount of units you can rally is determined by how many vassals and ancient wonders you own.
Well, I have 1 ancient wonder. That's about all I got. This reduces the time of the next rally starts by 1, which costs 10. Cost is determined by the number of you have and the duration of the next rally. After the boost, your remaining duration will be 2. Yeah, so I have like barely anything, and that's just from getting the castle ruins. So that's about it. So once these guys like me more, maybe eventually. See, green means now that they like me. That's what that means. So that's good. Hopefully we can get these guys to like us as well, but we will see on the next time, guys. Let me go ahead and save my game. A little quick save right there. And let's see who I can raid here. You know, let's raid the real Tabby. He's playing Power World. There we go. Alright. Appreciate any and all lurkers who came by. And anybody should have been chat. Joey, Gamer Girl, and Echo. Hope you guys have a wonderful night, morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. And I will see you guys tomorrow night for some 100 babies. Bye bye now.